then he gives us the next wonderful sloka. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat jnanat dhyanam visishyate dhyanat karma palatyagaha tyagaschantiranantaram. He's saying, Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat. Knowledge is better than practice. Jnanam is better than abhyasam. And meditation is better than knowledge. And giving up, abandoning all the fruits of actions, offering all the fruits of karma to me is better than dhyanam. Because the moment you do karma palatyagam, when you give up all the fruits of karma as Krishnarpanam, immediately peace comes. Tyagas chantir anantara. It's not later that we get the fruit. The karma's physical fruits comes in the future, but karma palatyaga's fruit comes immediately. And this fruit is far sweeter than this physical fruit which is going to come later. This fruit is immediate and this fruit is sweeter because of Shanti. Suppose I go to an exam, I finish my exam, result or Krishna Prasad. Doesn't mean I didn't prepare well, I didn't focus my mind. I did all that because it's Krishna Upasana for me to write that exam. So I prepared really well. And while writing the exam with the tremendous lightness of my heart, Krishna, it is your kripa that I am writing right now. I am writing. Things are perfect in the exam. Now I won't sit down and be tensed about what the results are. Why? I have written it. Krishna, karma palatyaga. That whatever Krishna offers, I accept. Whether it is a bitter fruit or sweet fruit is not for me to judge. Whatever fruit is, I accept. And then with that fruit, whatever next step I need to do, I'll again do it for Krishna Priti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti da. You see. And that is the beauty of Tyaga Shanti Anantaram. Even if you think a little deeply about Karma Yoga, that thought about Karma Yoga itself gives tremendous peace. You see. When we apply it, now imagine the amount of Shanti. So Bhagavan is showing each one is better than the other to encourage the person who is about to start to show for you, this is the best. Karma Yoga is the best. So that we are enthused to do Karma Palatya. And that is this shloka, Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat, jnanat dhyanam visishyate, dhyanat karma palatyagaha, tyagas shantir anantaram. And before we go to the shloka, a quick Madhura Geetam by our Swamiji, which comes as a serial in our Madhura Murali. It talks about the steps of bhakti. When there is a sweet dish on top and we are crying, one mother can lift us up or mother can arrange a ladder and say, climb and take. Na? Our Swamiji as a guru has given us a ladder to climb and take the sweet dish on top of the almirah. And it's called Bhakti Eni Padigal, or it is the ladder to progress in bhakti. And let me start with where we are all now in satsang. You are listening to Bhagavad Gita, etc. How did we come here? Our Swamiji says we must have done a lot of punya karma, like shown in Bhagavatam, punya tirtha nishevanat, because we must have done a lot of tirtha yatra. We must have gone to Gangaji, we must have done, gone to Godavari, Narmada, etc. And because of the punya karma we did in the past lives or in the current life, the punya slowly has accumulated and pushed us into a satsanga. Punya nadigalil neeradiduvar Shri Hari Kshetrangalukku sendriduvar Alaya Kaikaryo Seididuvar Nilayana Bhaktiyudan Irundiduvar Punya nadigalil neeraduvar. Generally, go to all these punya tirthas because out of faith, shraddha in our shastras is the first step, isn't it? If we don't even have that shraddha, we then shraddhavan labate jnanam. Without shraddha, very difficult. So when we go to this punya tirtham because our father told, mother told, and we go and take bath, those kshetrams have divinity. There is sanidhyam there. And that divinity kickstarts our spiritual journey. If you have ever wondered, how come some people are in the journey, some are not? by some stroke of, can I say, fortune, they must have gone to a Divya Desam or a Divya Kshetram, even for official work. Mathura has a refinery. Some people who go to that refinery to do work also are blessed because of that Sanidhyam or presence. Now, the opposite of Sanidhyam, you have red zone, orange zone, green zone, and all that. When you go there itself, you are isolated for 14 days in India. Why? Because they understand that place itself has that, ill effect. Ulta of it is like Srirangam or Mathura or Dwaraka or Kanchi or, Puri, etc. That place itself has it. So once we go to that divine place, our journey is kick-started. So our Swamiji starts from there. And then he says, Alaya kainkaryo seididuvai. Do lot of kainkarya, do lot of seva in temples where Bhagavan is Nitya Sanidhyam. Then Nilayana Bhakti Yudan Yirindiduvai. And then slowly you will get a company of people who are, say, devotees, astikas. And then whatever little kainkaryam we do in the temple or in Namadwaar, let us sustain that. Nilaya. தன்னலமற்ற சேவை செய்திடுவாய் பிறர் நலம் என்றும் பேணிடுவாய் புண்ணிய நதிகளில் நீரா. Then what happens? Humanity flowers. You want to do some seva selflessly, not for name, not for fame, not for any other agenda, personal agenda, but because of the concern we have for fellow beings, we start doing selfless service. And then pirar nalam, always looking at my need, his need, we ensure that the others' needs are also met. Pirar nalam endrum peniduvai. And then Bhagavan is happy with us. He is thinking beyond his own self. And so I need to bless him with something. And the punya pala which we have is collected and then slowly directed towards Sadhukal Sangathai Adaindiduvaai Palavidam Nalladai Ketiduvaai. You go to Sadhu Sangam. Here Sadhu Sangam means a group of people who are like-minded, who truly wants to do something devotional, Sadhu Sangam. And Bhagavan will slowly push us into that Sadhu Sangam, next level. And then what happens? We start listening to a lot of things, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Ramayanam, by those sadhus. Whatever is best of their lights, Yathaditam, Yathamatihi, they will say, we will listen. And then a desire for, maybe I should also do bhakti. It sounds very nice, na? The bhakti which Alvars did, the bhakti which Tukaram, Namdev, Ekanath Maharaj did, the bhakti done by the Ashtadasas, bhakti done by Tyagaraja, the bhakti done by Purandaradasa, bhakti done by those Jayadeva, bhakti done by Meera, by Kabir Das, etc. We also need to do. No, a taste will come. Once that little, even 1 second we get that little trigger, Bhagavan feels very happy and then gives us the greatest gift we can ever imagine. Not in this life, in sum total of all our births, the greatest gift. What is it? Uttama Guruvun Tedi Varuvan Avar Padam Panindu Sevai Seididuvai. This is the turning point. A guru will come in search of us. Here very carefully our Swamiji said, you don't go in search of a guru. Guru will come in search of you. And that, how do we know it's a guru? Na? We know it is more intuitive than physical. And here, once you get that guru, start serving the guru, our Swamiji says, with absolute humility. Uchita kalatil guru upadesam seididuvar ekadasi viradam irandiduvai niye abhyasam na ida. Abhyasam means tapas. Abhyasam means vratam. Abhyasam means holding our body, holding our sense organs by doing various pratams. So, Shreyoki Jnanam Abhyasatan Varadilya. So, Abhyasam here means Ekadasi Vratam, Shivaratri Vratam, and stuff like that. Shravana Vratam, etc. Uchita Kalatil, in the right time, the Guru would give us Upadesa. Uchita Kalatil Guru Upadesam. He will give a Upadesam which is exactly needed for us. General Upadesam is Nam Sankirtan. That is always there. For most of us, it's more than enough. If there is any specific Upadesam for our own growth, he will tell us. And then one mandatory Upavasam for all Krishna Bhaktas is Ekadasi. At the best possible in South India, we don't take at least rice that day. And that is the lowest denominator. And Suddha Upavasam is the highest. If it affects our health or capability to chant or capability to listen to Bhagavatam or capability to do Parayana of Bhagavatam, then take Lagu Agaram which suits our health. You see? Andre Tungamal Kirtanam say on Ekadasi as much possible do Kirtana. Reduce the sleep on Ekadasi is what our Swamiji is saying. Harigin Kadaigale Ketiduvai. Listen to Harikatha. Listen to Shravanam, Kirtanam and Shravanam. Harigin Gunangale Padiduvai. Do Harinama Kirtan. Hari Guna Bhajanam. Harigin Rupate Kandiduvai. On Ekadasi Avashyam. Go to a temple and see the lovely, deity of Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the center. Or if we can't go, at least go to our puja room and do a good darshana of our own Bhagavan Sri Krishna in our own puja room. And then he says, Avan uruvai ullathil kondiduvai. Always think about Hari a little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. One more second, one more second, one more second. Be humble. Be humble. Don't think too much about ourselves. And be like a blade of grass. Be as tolerant as a tree. So our Swamiji says, when we are in a satsang, hold on to humility. And then, Tuni Vudan Maye Yedirtiduvai Abhyasa Yogena Tato Mamicha. Be bold, be courageous, be dhairyam, be firm. Each time we fall, it does not matter. Maya is very deep. It's not just because of my weakness, it is a greatness of Maya. So the only way for me, pray and then try again. Pray, try again. There is no end. The journey is infinite for us. So no need to feel its end. There is no end at all. We constantly strive. But remember one thing, it is Krishna Kripa who is going to take it across. If we stop trying, the Krishna Kripa will stop working. So put the faith on Krishna Kripa, which will work only if you try. If you don't try, it won't work. So Kripa will take me across. And for the Kripa to work, I should try. So I will put all my effort and try. That is the humble way to courageously fight Maya. Kamakrodangalai vittiduvai. Don't feed kama. Don't feed krodha. Don't see things which can provoke kama. Don't listen to things which may provoke kama. Don't give encouragement to people who can feed anger. Don't justify what I did or condemn what I did and hence enhance anger. Pray, 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 chant, get out of it. You see? And Piraridam Kutram Paradirpai. Stop seeing the defects in others. When Uddhava Swami asked Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Ekadasa Skandam, what is guna, what is dosha, what is a merit and what is a defect? He says, looking at others' merits and defects is the defect. And not looking for others' merits and defects is the greatest merit. Gunadosha tapakardu dosha, gunadosha tapakam irkardu guno, yena tad gunaneva gayanti. And the gunam dana nama paathantukam. Let us focus on Krishna guna rather than our society guna or other person's guna dosha. You see? And don't forget to see your own defects so that you can pray strongly. Generally, people say, sir, what do I say? I'm all okay, sir. I have nothing to pray for, sir. Mahabhattam. Because if you say I have nothing to pray for, it means we have not really looked at ourselves deeply inside. Jivan nale doshana. Every jiva has dosha until that jiva becomes a muktam from this samsara. So Bhagavan is waiting for it. It's not it is not a matter of pride that I have nothing to pray for. It is a matter of sorrow that I have nothing to pray for, because I have not seen myself properly. I don't understand. Some things comes only from prayer. So I am very happy with status quo and mediocrity. Then is it something to take pride of? So Mahatmas are prayerful. Alvars are prayerful. Dasas are prayerful. Tukaram Maharaj is prayerful. Who am I compared to all those people? And how can I think I have nothing to pray for? I'm okay. Abdina, you are not okay. Look deep inside. Why I'm telling all this is for that line. Un kotrate parkamaravadiruppai. Once we see ourselves in the mirror of reflection, internal, we see now all the black spots there. Pray. And everybody needs to pray. If not for ourselves, at least for others. If not for ourselves and others' physical or laukika comforts, at least for adhyatmika. And if not for anything else, to get rid of my defects. And that's why he says, don't fail to see your own defects. Ulagatai hariyin leelayai partidu. I don't become bitter with the world. Don't get attached to it. Look at it as Hari. Everything that Hari Leela. If you are bothered by it, pray and serve. Selflessly serve. If there is pain in the world, go serve. And don't be bitter with Krishna. Then you are not serving properly. Then you are thinking service is a burden. So be happy that Krishna has given me 2 hands, 2 legs, and some resources to make life of others a little better. And so you thank Krishna. At least you have given me the compassionate buddhi to look at others suffering and feel for it. Krishna, Koti Namaskar. And not only that, you have given me the strength to do a little service to people who are suffering. Koti Namaskar. And Krishna, my little effort alone is not enough. Can you also bless them? Can you also help them to relieve themselves of their pain? Bhaktan has to see. Krishnanuக்கு கருணை இருக்கா? கிருஷ்ணனுக்கு கருணை இருக்கான்னா நமக்கு தான் கருணை இல்லை. You see, கிருஷ்ணனுக்கு கருணை இல்லாம இல்லை. நமக்கு கொடுத்திருக்கான்ல கருணை, அதை யூஸ் பண்ணு. He has given us compassion. Where do you think we got that compassion? It is a small tivilai. It is a small spark from that ocean of compassion, which is Bhagavan's. That is the reason why we are able to see a small compassion in what happens to others. So the moment you start questioning Krishna's compassion shows that we have not understood ourselves, we have not understood the world, and obviously we have not understood Krishna. These are the only 3 things in any religion. So our Swamiji says, look at everything as Krishna Leela. Leela, abdinu paru. Because if we start questioning Krishna's kripa, etc., rumba kashtam. What can we pray then? We pray because we see perfection as Krishna. And if we don't see that properly, our prayers are not going to be effective. See? And remember Yogi Ram Surat Kumar Maharaj's lovely words. And this was a big thing when Swamiji told. Something made very big sense for speakers like us. Whatever that happened is perfect. Whatever that shall happen is perfect. What that happens is perfect because my Father is perfect. Simple. You see, Leela Allah. Bhagavan perfect. If you see imperfection, something's wrong with me. Krishna, make it okay. En dosham. Ongita dosham alla. Wo to hai nirdosh. Dosh is out here. And he says, once you see it as Hari Leela, you'll have tremendous space in your heart to do this. Akanda nama smarano seididuvai. Then what we do? Akanda nama. Nadakattume. Our Tulsidas says that Tulasi Ram Bharose, with the faith of Rama Kripa, Tulasi is become very shant. Anhoni honi nahi honi hoto ho intera. You see. And so everything is Leela. Whatever I can do right now, I will do. Whatever I need to do, I will do. And I won't start judging about the world, about Bhagavan, etc. because Bhagavan is perfect. And if I see imperfection, I shall pray, I shall strive. to correct that imperfection in me. Bhagavan ellam perfect. And akanda namasmaranam will get. Whenever we sit, whenever there is a free time, Thana, the mind has to say, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Akanda namasmaranam. And today, for some parts of the world, it's Ekadasina. For some part of the world, it's Dwadasina. We are going to anyway do Parana. Parana, Prasadam, you are going to have. Let us do also Nama Parana. We'll constantly let us have food. Nama, food. We'll have that also. Akanta Namasmara. Let us today pray to our Guru, our Swamiji. Bless me with Akanta Nama. Let my mind not waste its energy in all these Alpam. Analpama Irukkudiya, Akandama Irukkudiya Nama. Akanta Namasmaranamukku Swamiji's Artham I'm getting now. Ulagam is Alpam. And so when I look at Ulagam or the world as Hari, Leela, Abdinna, it gives me this tremendous composure in the heart. That Ulagam is Kandam, that which is Akandam is Nama. That Nama which is Akandam, let us do this. Not only doing Nama Smaranam Akandam, which is without a break. Edu Akandam, na Namanda Akandam. Yo Parame Vyoman. Chidagasathram Lirakudiya Nama Akandamache. And the Akandamana Namata Smaranam. Which means understanding that Nama is Akandam. Like Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Let us do Smaranam. And let us do that Smaranam Akandam without any break. Hare Rama. All simple. Let us pray for that today. Holy day to pray for. And then Urakam Sombal Tavirtidovai. Stop all this. Reduce sleep. Reduce sleep, reduce laziness. Just sleep as a routine. This much time I need sleep, not this much time. You see, 5 hours or 7 hours or whatever. And he's saying, Urakam Sombal Tavirtidovai. Reduce the sleep as much possible. Just required for us to be rejuvenated, we have to do that. So. And then important things, stop self-praise. Tannai Tane Pugajadirupar. Don't do tam tam nan nan nan. We are here to actually totally suppress that in the name only. And we are truly progressing in bhakti if the reference to Krishna Nama gives us the joy and reference to our name makes it a little arurupar, we are progressing. Hey, normal human tendency. If we have that tendency, let us go and cry to Bhagavan. Reduce Krishna. So here, Tannai Tane Pugajadirupar. Pirar Pugandalum Keladirupai. And don't encourage others to talk high of you. Don't listen to your own praise from others. It is poison. Sammanam Gora Karalam Nicha Apamanam Sudham. Sri Radha Muralidharo Bhajasaka Bhajasada Vrindavanam Namatyacha. Sammanam Ati Gora. When people give too much respect, when people praise and all, poison. Think of it as poison. Ulaga sukate tucham endrirupai. Whatever the loka sukam is there, understand it is very fleeting, temporal, actual poi. And that is how we have to withdraw ourselves from the world and not hanker after its sukam. Unmai sukatil nattamayirupai. The real sukam is in Krishna Charanam, Krishna Nama. Let me always seek. Let me always aspire for that. My aspiration is Akanta Namam. My aspiration is not I should be happy always. We don't know how to be happy. Na? Then the way in which I want to be happy always would always be Kutichavar only. So the best way is, I know what gives happiness. The real happiness is in Namasmaranam. Let me aspire for that. And instead of asking Krishna, let me be always happy, ask Krishna the real thing. Let me always remember you. Let me always chant your name. Let me always remember your name. Na, happiness is happening. It's a result of that. Bhava lakshanangal valarndiduma prema bhakti siddhitiduma. slowly we will progress in bhakti. When we listen to Krishna Katha, even our hearts, stone hearts will start melting a little bit. When we listen to Krishna Kripa, even our dry eyes will have 2 drops of joy and prema. That throat will also be choked a little. Slowly bhava lakshanangal, the characteristics of prema will grow in us, and then prema bhakti will be blessed. Kurvan siddhim avapsasina prema bhakti siddhikuma. We will get that love towards Bhagavan when we go through this ladder. And when we get that prema, holding on and maintaining prema is very difficult. Stop asking why things are happening like this, why is it like that, why is ellam puntakat. And don't waste our energy in asking why of things. Bhagavan Leelan solli aprinna why. And that's what Bhagavan tells Uddhava Swami, enough of all these questions, Uddhava. Be in that state of prema. Did you not see gopis? No, Bhagavan completes. Uddhava said, hey Krishna, I know all that, but I want you to engage in a conversation, so I am asking all these questions. He also completes. Krishna knows Uddhava Hridayam, Uddhava knows Krishna Hridayam. A discussion. In that, we get the pala. Don't keep analyzing why is it happening like that. Why is not important. It's not going to solve the problem. Psychological why is the problem. Technical why different. Why did I forget Bhagavan Sri Krishna? I was busy elsewhere. So let me fix it. Technical why. Why am I like this? It's not a technical why. It's an emotional why. That why is the problem. You see? So here he is saying Bhakti, Prema Bhakti Siddhi Yeni Padi and Kelvi Ketkamal Bhakti Yeni Padigalil Yeriduvai. Climb, steadily progress in the ladder of Bhakti. Even if you fall down, Tadumari Palamurai Vijundalu, even if you fall down, again start climbing. We know the route, then we should not lose our energy, we should not lose our passion, we should not lose our focus, we should not lose our, this enthusiasm. And that's the reason why Tattarumari Padumulai Virundalum Pidivadamai ni மீண்டும் வந்தார் பத்தியா பிடிவாதமாய் நீ மீண்டும் முயர்வ இந்த அபியாச யோகம் சொன்னோம் இல்லையா அங்க நிறுத்திட்டால்னா what happens even if you fall down at times slip down and at times you stagger a little bit fall down don't worry again get up the ladder and then what happens once you do it in persistence Swamiji showed 2 things patience persist with the divine name. What happened? Akandhanubhutil kalandiduva. He says, if you do this, Bhagavan says, you shall come to me alone. You shall dwell in me alone. And that's what will happen to us. And he says that Mayeva mana adatsva mayi buddhim nivesha nivashishyasi mayeva. Akandhanubhutil kalandiduvai. You shall attain Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And these are the ladder of Bhakti. And this is a compendium. It is a complete manual of how I chart my path towards Bhakti. And our Swamiji, 18 verses. 18 means Jayam. What is the Jayam? We have to win. What do we win over? We have to win over Maya. How do we win over Maya? Only by Bhagavan pulling us out of Maya. How does he pull us out of Maya? By giving us this wonderful ladder to slowly climb. And the more detailed explanation of all these wonderful Madhuragitam verses is also available as a 3-day satsang we did. For those who are interested to learn more about it, the deeper meaning of each of these verses in English, we can arrange to get you that link so that you can listen to that. And because we are a little short of time, I can't spend the same time which we spent to do each of these lines earlier. And so, when we do this, finally Bhagavan says, Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat, jnanat dhyanam vishishyate, dhyanat karma palatyagaha, tyagas chantir anantaram. And then once we do the base karma yoga or the base jnana yoga, immediate nama yoga, immediately tyagas chantir. When we do it for Bhagavan, fruits of even my nama is for Bhagavan Krishna. For your priti, I am chanting. Tyagas chantiranam. Immediately we feel peaceful, he says. And from tomorrow, we shall see the characteristics of devotees. There are about 30 plus characteristics, he said. We will try our level best to substantiate that qualities, characteristics of devotees with some Bhakta Vijaya Katha short, so that we can understand the embodiment of that quality in a devotee inspires us. So from that we will start with our Gurunada's grace. Sadguru Maharaj ki Jai.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,